If you're like me and you're bad about checking your calendar, well, maybe the background of this video will give you an idea that, yes, it is officially Halloween. Now, this video is being done pretty last minute, aside from all of the time it took to set this up. Now, the reason why is I kept waiting for the Pokemon Company to release a Trick or Trade pack for 2025, but it looks like we're just getting re-releases of previous years. Pikachu knife, deploy. So I did a bunch of hunting around, trying to figure out what I could do for a, Pokemon Halloween video on this channel, and, I mean, could it be any more fitting? My channel having a heavy focus on bootleg Pokemon products, well, kind of lines up great. Pokemon Halloween Card Database. Very simple little box here. Every side basically just says the exact same thing. So yes, these are unofficial. They actually come from Peru, where we have been seeing a lot of fake Pokemon card products coming out of. But we can open up our little flap right here, and okay, I was expecting sealed packs. Oh my god, okay. I guess we just have two bundles to... That's kind of lame. It's just two just thick stacks. I mean, I'm just getting like a pre-seeded thing. There's no like randomization here, just two stacks of... Oh, come on. There, Corviknight is going to deliver the box to someone else. Well, I would say I'm going to pick my favorite first, but these are two of my favorite Pokemon, like right here on the front, so I guess we'll just kind of go random. But yes, before people go saying, those are official, they're not official. Like, so I've had some people say, like, no, they're official in Peru. They're not. They're the company who makes these has nothing to do with the Pokemon Company. And I don't really see how this has to do with Halloween. Like, it says Halloween, but it's just Raikou, then Entei. Okay, I guess they are color changing them. He has like a black face going on, like kind of, like the little star bit there along with the ankle pieces. Suicune looks the same. Okay, we have, I guess, shiny Lugia and Ho-Oh here. Yeah, a bunch of shinies. I don't know if that was shiny Entei. I'm guessing it was. I actually don't know what some of the legendary shinies look like. It's definitely shiny Celebi. These are just like standard cards, though. We have shiny Charizard, which I guess is, Halloween-esque. Pikachu and Snorlax. We have Pikachu and Milotic. We'll kind of look at the quality of these things here in a second. Pikachu and Pelipper. These Squirtle. Okay, see, he has some treats. Okay, I guess kind of Halloween-esque. I'm still wondering, if we're going to be looking at some stolen artwork on these things, probably. We have Dragapult, a number of these like this Ruinigus here. This is like official Pokemon art, right? But some of these are definitely not official art, and I'll have to look into them. They are doing an interesting, like, cracked ice hollow on a number of these. It's interesting that they're doing a hollow effect that the Pokemon Company actually does. Are they all cracked ice? Have I just been dumb? I think every card... Okay, no, the Ruinigus doesn't have any hollow effect at all. But, I mean, okay, just trying to do Pokemon's cracked ice thing. They're not the only ones to do it, obviously. Other card games do the cracked ice thing, too. Like, we have, like, a Halloween background, right? I mean, it's kind of cool. But, it'd be neater if there was more Halloween-y things going on. So far, we're not seeing much of that. I do like that depiction, though. The really thin Pikachu. Basco Legion, the Trevenant, weird, like, spiral thing going on here. We have the Doublade and a Frillish. Yeah, as far as quality is concerned, we've definitely seen some fake cards that were far worse quality. Actually, I did a video on some Pokemon cards from Peru, and one of them was atrocious. Like, there was, like, paper crap falling off of them like crazy, and, like, the edges were, like kind of, like, straining apart. Like, I always hate sharp corners. That's my biggest downside to Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that they do the sharp corners. But, I mean, it's not... The actual paper quality is fine. They're decently thick. If we compare the thickness to this base set Charmander I just happen to have in arm's reach, yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same. It's probably hard to see on camera. I would probably say that the card database cards are actually a bit thicker than actual Pokemon cards. As for sizing... Well, if you really like these things, I do apologize, but they're not going to fit in your standard sleeves all that well. They do kind of stick out, and they're a little bit thinner on the sides. Not by a lot, but okay, yeah, by more than I thought. I'm lining it up in this corner right here, and yeah, that's a lot thinner. But hopefully you guys are having a good Halloween. Hopefully you gotta go out and do some probably not okay things and gotta hang out with family. I actually have no idea what I'm going to be doing for Halloween. I've been working like crazy lately on not just YouTube. I've been doing a lot of other things, and I will probably just do the exact same thing. If you're curious, I am filming this video the day before Halloween. We have a little Pikachu pumpkin here, neat, in front of the Umbreon. See, they're doing some, right? A little Dreepy there with a little cobweb. Like they're doing some attempt at like, you know, making these more Halloween aside from just spooky background. Like, some of them have a bit more. Okay, so that's better. Like, you're actually, like, that's what I was hoping for, is more like, you know, dressing up. And, okay, yeah, we have the Fuecoco wearing the witch hat. Okay, Alchemy wants the pancake. Axu with a bunch of candy, Slowpoke with pancake. Are pancakes, like, a Halloween thing? I don't think they really are. I think, maybe that's a Peru thing. We have Bulbasaur with Christmas. Those are Christmas lights. We have Emolga. Now, I do know that they make Christmas card database things, too. I wonder if they're just reusing that from their Christmas ones. Gengar wearing a jacket and headphones for reasons, I'm sure. We have the Swirlix, Munchlax, the Morpeko, currently actually eating it seems. We have the Arcanine to Pig, Litten with little bow tie. Cosplay, Pikachu, Bunsweet. Is that two? Yeah, they're stuck together. Okay, see, again, like, this is what I was hoping for. Like, more, like, actually themed for Halloween. Like, this is what I was looking for. Like, these are too generic, in my opinion. And, you know, I kind of get it, like, they're doing, like, a whole set, right? But, come on. Like, you're doing fake cards, you can... What's with the pancakes? Like, what's with the pancakes? I really don't understand. Is that a thing in Peru where, like, on Halloween you eat pancakes? Is that a thing in the US and I'm just unaware, I'm just uncultured? Pancakes are tied to Halloween through the historical tradition of quote-unquote souling, where people are given small cakes in exchange for prayers for the dead. This practice evolved into modern-day trick-or-treating. While soul cakes themselves are not pancakes, the concept of door-to-door food getting has inspired the modern secular practice of making Halloween-themed pancakes. I also looked it up for just specifically Peru, and the answer is no, so I guess I am just uncultured in my own culture. Anyways, we have our Froakie. It's actually funny, when I was kind of like looking into these, like trying to get an idea as to like, would this little box be good enough for its own video? And I actually found here on screen another one of these card database Pokemon Halloween things. And look at this photo, alright? Like, you can see the guy's hand holding up the box, the cards in the background. Well, then, I scrolled one image over on Google Images, and this pulled up. It's the same guy's hand holding the same box, but everything here was done with an AI. Like, they threw that image into an AI and said, like, remove background, put it in forest, and make it spooky. And the AI not only failed to cut out the card, like, between his, like, thumb and the box, but it also gave him a bunch of fingers for some reason. I should note that I figured out where those images came from. They're both the same guy selling them on eBay. But on one of that guy's listings, I guess he thought that photo of him holding the box wasn't enough. He needed to put a spooky forest behind it and use some, like, B-tier AI to make an image. We have Froakie, Espeon. See, I guess Halloween pancakes are a thing. Like, I had no idea. Are those donuts? Okay, now, you're gonna have a tougher time. I guess soul cakes, you know, donuts are also cakes, like, I suppose. I know, like, restaurants like Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme do, like, Halloween themes, but so does everyone. We have Plusle and Minin with a little ghost Pikachu there. Bagon slacking with his pancakes. The Mischievous, Whimsicott, Finnegan. Like, see, the ones that are, like, wearing, like, the, like, extra, like, clothing, like, even, like, a little bow tie. Like, it's something, right? It adds something to, like, kind of do, like, the whole, like, you know, dress-up thing for Halloween. Like, that's what I was hoping to see more of out of these. I really didn't have a solid idea as to what we would be seeing, but a lot of them are just, like, really basic, to put it mildly. I will say trick-or-treating is, like, not really a thing that happens in my neighborhood. But if we do happen to have anybody come to my house, I will just hand them a bunch of these cards. It's actually what I was thinking, like, if these came in packs, that would actually be kind of cool, right? Like, it's a cheap little thing. Yes, they're unofficial. But it's a cheap little thing. It kind of fits the holiday. Just, like, hand out packs for Halloween. That's kind of the idea of the trick-or-trade packs. But, again, I could be wrong. Maybe I missed it. But I kept looking for them to do a trick-or-trade release. Like, you know, like they've done for the past couple years. and I saw that they did release some of the, I want to say it was the 2023 boosters, not the 2024. I could be wrong. It might have been 2024 ones. In these like little cardboard boxes at Walgreens exclusively. But it's the same ones. Like, it's the same cards, it's the same packs. You're just buying them in a smaller quantity now. Like, that Pokemon Company, that is not the same thing. Like, that's not the same as actually doing a new set. Again, maybe I missed it. Maybe they released it like crazy late. But I kept looking for it up until like a week or so ago, and just like, okay, how many names have been wrong? That is not Frostlass. I just happened to catch that. How many of these names have been wrong? And I've just been passing them up. We have a Frostlass Rotom. I have not been looking that intently at the names. We have a Haunter, Dusclops, Spiritomb. Like now I'm reading them names. Eevee, Houndour, Zora, Bulba, boy with the pumpkin crown on his head. We have the Pikachu with a little top hat. Coffin, Zoroark, the Fletchling, Piplup with some pancakes, Miss Magia, Psyduck, Regirock. That's just, I don't know. Regirock with what's he gonna, he doesn't have a mouth. What's he gonna do with those? Like, he doesn't need sustenance. We have Scyther, Eevee again, and Dedenne. Okay, so I did a pretty quick look through all the cards again. And yeah, the only one that I could find that has the wrong name is our Frostlass Rotom here. But here is the actual Frostlass card, so it's the exact same card. They just put the wrong one on there. But then I wanted to point out the Rotom Dex. I didn't really think about that. This isn't, I mean, it is a Pokemon, but it's more of a tool, right? Like, it is alive, but every Pokemon that we saw in this entire thing can, like, battle. This can't. Feels a little weird to throw in here. But bam, bootleg cards for JunkSeeker's Pokemon Halloween. I hope you guys appreciate the background. This took a while to get together. Of course, you know, I've had him in every Halloween video. But this year, you might have noticed here in the back, these, like, Spinarak and Ariados, right here. These are just little plastic spiders that my wife painted. This one has a bunch of the cobweb on them still. So she painted a bunch of these little, just like black spiders. She just like, I think she did like a spray paint base of green and then kind of went through all of them by hand. There are 8 of these in total across like my background back there. But yeah, there's one of the Spinarak, and they actually had really long legs. You had to like cut off the legs to make them fit Spinarak size. And then for Ariados, she actually glued the legs on right here to kind of give it its little like back spikes. So there are 2 Ariados here in the background, one of my hands, and then somewhere. Oh, we're kind of covering the box now. It's right there. She did all of that work to paint these things, and to be honest, this was a pretty mediocre Halloween video this year. I have been getting a massive interest in these bootleg Pokemon cards from Peru, and I would like to check out more of these on the channel. But if they're all this boring, that series might not be as long as I had originally hoped. Like, they turned these things out like crazy. And some of them, from what I've seen, actually have a good bit going on. So I'm hoping to do some of those, you know, going forward. But we have right here, Editorial Phoenix, I guess, is like probably like the shell company, right, that produces these. We've seen different names on, you know, the ones that I've done my research on. They're probably all coming out of the same, like, 1 to 2 companies, and they're just putting, like, a fake company name on them, so you kind of get misled trying to figure out who's actually producing these things. But, I mean, compared to what we've seen out of some things from Peru, these are actually not bad. Like, they're decent little, you know, quality here. I know the reflections kind of look a little bit weird. They kind of fit, like, the Halloween theme. My studio lights are off, so I just have this one white light here for the ring light. Without this, though, you guys would not be seeing the cards that well. This is what the whole video would have looked like. I was kind of hoping that the cards wouldn't be gloss, because on, like, you know, a not gloss card, it would have looked great, but gloss card, reflections, sadly. Anyways, enough rambling. It's time for the bonus card of the day. Excellence will be right down there in that corner. As always, we're playing a random card from the back, playing Guess the Year. And it looks like a regular sleeve. There is a price. We have $5, whatever this was. So, of course, the price that you'll see pull up on screen is going to be the current value of the card, assuming that it is in near mint condition. I don't ever take condition into account when those prices pull up. There is a string of whitening right here, a little bit there. It's not too bad. I'm gonna guess this is like 2022. In 2023, I was a year off. That was actually not a terrible guess. I almost went 23 too. We have the Ice-Q EX as an illustration rare. I mean, I love Ice-Q, but this card is just so cool. Like, it stands out so well. Like, it's all this negative space, like, so, like, nothing going on. It really makes, like, the red of, like, the Terra typing, like, stand out like crazy on this card, right? Like, everything else here is, like, white, like, dead, like, winter, right? Which I guess is kind of fitting, we're kind of going into winter soon. But we have, like, the, you know, red is, like, a major contrast, kind of, like, showing, you know, what terraforming does. Terrestrialization does. Terraforming. What flattening the land does. Anyways, no green screen man today, because I need to get this video out. So if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, all of that fun stuff. As always, a massive shout out to my YouTube channel members. Pokehoarder J, Obsidian, Smokey of the Sun, Andrew B, Bod, Reed, Kitty of 21, Lana C, Kiss of Ember, Air, Sucker Punch, Lycan, Car, Reese, Billy Wilma, Obsidian Panther, Ineffable, Andrew Mosquita, Lime Kiwi, Crispy Demon Duck, Coldrip Gaming, Ocarina 369, Wonder Bread, Follower Vertigo, Shadow Family 15, Thomas Mancini Brewster, Shea Blainset, Ugor, Most Modest, That Souls Girl, Psycho Panda, Borisu, Flamehead, My Little Gaming, Joseph Long, the Terminator 624, Misha, Ryan McKenzie, Emma, Wounds Dew, Tactical, Plum Wild, Mimi, Catfrog 1, Dylan F, Nation Harris, Villain Vaporeon, Amon VT, and Alexandria Fiend. I hope I said that right. If you want to check out some more content, I'm going to have some links on screen. I'm also going to have a link to the community Discord if you feel like joining in. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope that all of you have had or will have a fantastic Halloween, and hopefully I will see all of you next time. Goodbye for now.